Two of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. And Illinois now, maybe they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. And listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. He's got the back in the middle. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Unloads quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Finds his man. It's Peoples. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design.
Out of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Quarterback making checks. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the play on third down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This drive will start at their own... They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. Think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with it.
There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Clement. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole, look look at that QB, y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, those plays are frustrating on defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field. But the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
It's a running room. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back, because of course you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. The Fighting Illini, undeterred by the break, will go for it here on 4th down to start things back up. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He breaks a tackle. Just plowing ahead. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive, because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get the quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a 3-point stance and drive off the ball. And it works out.
They're setting up the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Illini!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll call for the fair catch here. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Got his man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback is throwing the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down.
All right, Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, it's loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Working that left side now. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illabuck, guys, is a giant wooden turd.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live living animal. That's why they change it.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Trying to set up the screen. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense chance to make sure, and they were able to take advantage here.
And they used great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On second and goal, he carries again. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
Gifted on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
To the air, it's Sayin. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And this almost feels like a free play on 2nd and inches. 3 wide receivers to the right. Unloads to the wide out. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
That's caught. It's Peoples. He's loose. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explode.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. question, how aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, it's Altmaier. Rifles it down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
At halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. And his throw is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of...
Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He leaves it with the back. The Buckeyes pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quarterback moving. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
They'll leave it with him. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Buckeyes starting to pull away from this one, and Illinois is in trouble.
First of all, we all know Ohio State's the more talented team. Every time they play, Illinois knows that going into. They need things to go right. Not everything going right in this rivalry game. The wheels are starting to come off, Palmer.
Yeah, you're right, David. In this game, this is really Illinois' national championship. Ohio State's expected to win, but you're never sure what their headspace is going to be coming into it. They came in here locked and loaded and focused, and they're showing it here in the second half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got a man. It's Clement. It's a seam wide open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Illinois lining up quickly.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
32, 1st and 10 coming. Gives it on the option. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Motion from the back. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. It's Altmaier. Bringing the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Tate. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Pulls and fires complete. Wide open spaces. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Altmaier. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll do it himself on the draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great...
There he goes, turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Dropping back, it's Hampton. Fires to the wideout. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, fighting Illini. A great catch and run for 6.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked that.
Turning on the Jets. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Hampton. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Here's the heat.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a...
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Converts on fourth down. Still going.
And that is the exact opposite of what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the court.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Rides the back on the option to give. They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were
picked off. What a play to set them up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear there's only one really good team. It was them. They were